Hello friends, welcome to another powerful, game-changing video. Today we are talking about India's historic achievement that has stunned the world. Yes, you heard it right. India recently successfully conducted a rail launch test of the Agni missile, making it the fifth country in the world with this ultra-advanced technology. Before India, only 4 countries had the capability to launch missiles from a train: Russia, USSR, the United States, China, and North Korea. You might remember North Korea's video where they launched a long-range missile from a train, shocking the world. And now India has done the same. India is now among the select countries capable of launching missiles from trains, meaning that no fixed silos or pre-known positions are required to launch a missile. India's missile can now be launched from anywhere, from any train, keeping the enemy completely unaware of the launch location. Think about it. India has a vast railway network spanning from Rajasthan to Delhi, Haryana, Gujarat, and Maharashtra. Missiles can be launched from anywhere at any time, and the enemy will have no clue about the origin. Imagine if Pakistan or any other nation tries to harm India. India can now secretly launch Agni-5 missiles from a train without any prior warning, and that's the biggest strength of this system. The enemy's missile defense systems cannot predict the missile's origin. This is an advanced system possessed by only a few countries in the world. India has now achieved this game-changing technology. The missile tested has a range of around 2,000 kilometers. It is not an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, as ICBMs typically have a range of 6,000 kilometers or more. The United States, Russia, and China have already tested ICBM rail launch systems. Moving forward, India will need to test Agni-5 and Agni-6 on railway platforms as well. When that happens, India will be able to precisely target not just Pakistan but China as well. Advantages of this system: constantly changing locations make it almost impossible for enemy satellites or intelligence agencies to track. Quick launch possible with minimal manpower. Potential risks: accidents could be catastrophic if the train derails. Sabotage of railway tracks is always a threat. That's why India should initially operate this system on limited railway lines. Most importantly, we must strengthen railway networks in border areas like Ladakh and the Northeast. Only then can India send a strong message to countries like China. China demonstrated in 2016 that train-based missile systems are almost impossible to track when they launched a DF-41 missile from a railway. If MIRV technology, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, is added, a single missile could carry multiple warheads targeting different locations. India must now integrate MIRV technology into its railway missile system. Expand rail connectivity in border areas. This sends a clear message to both China and Pakistan. If you try to target India, India can respond from anywhere at any time. Friends, what India has achieved is not just a missile test. It is a declaration of India's strategic strength. It is proof of India's unseen and unheard performance on the global stage. As you've seen in this video, India's achievement is not just technical. It is a historic step towards national security. Previously, only 4 countries in the world could launch missiles from trains: Russia, the US, China, and North Korea. Now India joins this elite group. This demonstrates India's technological and defense prowess and strengthens India's strategic position globally. The biggest strength of the rail launch missile system is that it doesn't rely on fixed locations, making it nearly impossible for enemies to predict the next missile launch. This system gives India a God's eye capability. Missiles can be launched from anywhere at any time, but power alone is not enough. Proper usage, training, and strategic planning are equally important. India has tested this technology, and the next challenge is to make it fully operational and safe. Rail-based missile launches can achieve fast and precise results with minimal manpower. India's railway network is extensive, but border regions like Ladakh and the Northeast still lack sufficient connectivity. Strengthening these areas is essential to fully leverage the rail launch missile capability and send a real threat message to adversaries. One of the most crucial components that must now be integrated into this rail launch system is MIRV technology, multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles. With MIRV, a single missile can carry multiple warheads, each capable of striking different targets. This means an enemy's missile defense system is almost powerless against such an attack. Not just Pakistan, but China or any potential adversary would find it nearly impossible to predict the missile's direction or intercept its multiple warheads. Security is critical. However, this powerful system comes with serious responsibilities. Because the missiles are mounted on trains, security must be maintained at the highest level. If a train were to derail or if sabotage occurred, the consequences could be catastrophic. That's why this system should only operate on carefully selected, secure, and strategically important railway lines. More than a technological leap. This milestone isn't just a technological achievement, it's a symbol of India's national pride and strategic positioning. It sends a clear message to adversaries. India is fully prepared to respond to any potential threat. But what possibilities does this technology unlock for the future? Testing Agni-5 and Agni-6 from railway platforms, making MIRV technology fully operational, strengthening rail networks in border regions, running the entire system with high security, automation, and counter-sabotage measures, a new chapter in global defense. This isn't just about defense. It's a story of how India is stepping forward on the global stage in security and defense technology. Nations like the United States, China, and Russia have been working on such systems for years. Now India has reached their level. The power of this system lies not only in launching missiles, but also in what it represents. India's strategic mindset, its preparedness, and its technological capabilities. With this technology, India can defend its borders and send a message to the entire world. We are ready to face any threat. The beginning of a new era. And this is just the beginning. In the coming years, India will continue to upgrade and refine this technology, making it more secure, faster, and more powerful. This will strengthen India's defense capabilities and strategic position even further. It's important to understand that this technology is not just a missile system. It's a symbol of India's strategic vision, defense strength, and national security. It shows that India is not only prepared to protect its borders, but also ready to demonstrate its power and technological prowess on the world stage. This is more than a technical test. It's a message to adversaries. If anyone tries to harm India, we are prepared to respond from anywhere at any time. The missile, the railway network, MIRV technology, and the high security protocols, together they form a system that is nearly impossible to stop. Final thoughts. The essence of this test is clear. India has shown the world that it is now the fifth nation fully capable of rail-launched missile operations. This is not just a missile test, it's a declaration of India's defense strength, technological capability, and strategic thinking. And remember, technology and strategy only matter if they are used responsibly and securely. That's why India will continue to build its defense capabilities with vigilance, safety, and smart planning. In the end, I want to say this. This isn't just about a missile or a train launch. It's a symbol of India's determination, technological excellence, and strategic readiness. As I always say, the story of our security and strength is not just built with weapons, it's built with vision, preparation, and strategy. So friends, through this video, you've learned how India has now joined the elite group of nations with rail-launched missile capability, the advantages, the challenges, the future roadmap, and why this achievement is so significant. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments. How impressive do you find this milestone? Do you believe this technology will make India stronger in terms of security and strategic power in the future? Thank you, friends. Jai Hind. And always remember, may the gods watch over us and our nation.